Hey everybody, welcome back to Podcastage. My name's Bandrew and I'm back with another microphone test video for you guys. Today I'm testing out this guy. This is the Excelvan BM-8000 as requested by our viewer Iceman LT. Now let me explain why the audio sucks right now. It's because this microphone came with a USB sound card, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, and it looks a lot like this. It looks like the Geno Stereo USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like. I'm going to go ahead and switch to one of the older Sabrent USB sound cards that I've used for the majority of my videos, and then we'll continue. Okay, so now we're using the Sabrent USB sound card that provides about 4.5 volts to the microphone. This is an XLR cardioid condenser microphone, and if you are interested in this microphone, it'll set you back about 29 or 30 bucks, and I'll throw a link in the video description down below. Now let's talk about what you get in the box. Obviously, you're gonna get the microphone. Then you get a nice little windscreen. You also get a shock mount. You get a fairly heavy-duty XLR to 3.5 millimeter cable. And then you get this USB sound card, which is what we were using just a little bit ago, and in a couple seconds or a couple minutes, I'll go ahead and include a voltage test of the USB sound card that was provided. Now I want to point out it did not mention that it was going to come with this. It was completely a surprise. I had no idea. And I will link the exact place I bought it from. I think it was from Storm Store on Amazon. So that will be the link in the video description. And lastly, it comes with some documentation that I don't trust because it has just some random microphone right there. So the build quality is decent. It's a metal body, a metal grill, a nice metal windscreen, and a nice shock mount. So we're shaking it right now, and can you hear the shakes? Probably not. And I think you could tell by the sound quality we were getting at the beginning of this video that this sound card does not work well. And right here is a video that I took measuring the voltage, and you see we're getting 2.43 volts going through to the microphone, which is just not enough to power this electric condenser microphone. The polar pattern is listed as unidirectional, so let's go ahead and move around the microphone to see where the pickup pattern is, where it stops, and then what happens as we get around to the back of it, and when we get up to the top of it, and then when we speak from the bottom of it. Then on this untrustworthy spec sheet, it lists the frequency response as 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and if that's the case, that's really awesome, but you're not going to get that kind of response using a cheap adapter like this that provides very minimal voltage to the microphone. Okay, now I am banging on a keyboard directly behind the microphone to see how much of my voice it picks up versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. Now I'm gonna shut up so you can hear what kind of noise this thing picks up. Okay, now I am 1 foot away from the microphone. Now I am about 2 feet away from the microphone. Now I am about 4 feet away from the microphone. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Okay, and to preemptively answer your question, yes, this will work with phantom power. I am plugging the provided sound card adapter into my USB port. I am running an XLR to 3.5 millimeter from that to the phantom power supply out, and then the phantom power supply in is coming from the actual microphone, and that allowed me to drop my input gain from about 75% or 80%. You really could have been at 100%, down to about 25%, and this is what it sounds like using that. So overall, I think this is a pretty nice sounding microphone, especially and only when it's provided with sufficient power. When we tested it against the keyboard, it picked up mainly my voice and eliminated a lot of the keyboard sound that was going on behind it. I think it sounds great using the microphone for voice, but when we tested it out on acoustic guitar, I thought it sounded just a little bit too boomy. And that leads me to believe that this microphone was tuned to be something of a broadcast vocal microphone, because those microphones tend to be boosted in the low end. So I'd recommend this to anybody who's going to be doing like a podcast, a voiceover, a gaming commentary, anything like that, and you're willing to invest in the necessary equipment to improve the audio and get it to perform at its highest. If you're just going to plug this directly into your computer, don't waste your time. It's not going to sound good. It's not going to work. And if it does work, it's going to sound like crap. All right, guys, well, I guess that will do it. If you do have any more questions about the microphone, leave them in the comments down below. If you found the video fun, interesting, or helpful, please give me a thumbs up. That always helps. If you thought the video sucked, give me a big old thumbs down. Also, don't forget to vote for the microphone you want reviewed next. Follow me on all the social media stuff. And if you're interested in this microphone, links to all that stuff is in the video description. And lastly, if you want more of these videos, click subscribe by clicking the logo in the corner. And I will see you all later. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.